Black pencil is one of the hardest things to attain in this industry.
To win a black is to do something that has never been done before, that has never been seen before, that stops people in their tracks.
Each year, there's only a handful. Some years, we don't even have black pencils.
I never imagined that I would see that in my lifetime.
The first full-size LED reactive basketball court that taught the key fundamentals of the Mamba mentality.
They created a new events platform for Nike that is really mind-blowing.
The court utilized motion tracking and reactive LED visualization to train.
Beyond just pads on the floor is never been done before. It is groundbreaking. I can see it going much. I agree with you. I think 10 years from now, this will be almost in every stadium. This will be the way it works.
It clearly points the way where things could go.
So when that next thing happens, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Then I can't wait to vote for it.
Pedigree presents K9FM.
K9FM.
Sit, stay, enjoy.
A category that really isn't very sexy. It really did do something different, but true to what radio does in an incredibly insightful way.
No cats live here.
In many years of radio, this seemed to be a game changer.
Beef clog.
They did a whole long show of just naming cuts of meat.
And it goes on for ages, and it's brilliant.
Beef shank. Beef steak.
Such a simple and an unexpected idea to promote pet food, essentially.
Is that just completely fucking bonkers, or is that genius?
I think if there was 2 images that were entered as opposed to like a collection of 10, it would have been much stronger. I think that they kind of faltered a little bit in the editing. But it's important to realise that just to win a yellow pencil is incredible.
So for me, it was probably the best piece of advertising I've seen all year.
Every car ad struggles to make their product seem cool. This did it so well that I almost didn't even notice.
You did. I think the beauty of it is to go back a million times and see how the pieces match up and where and when, because you can never do that in the first try.
It turned a usually difficult brief into something that worked so well you hardly know you're being marketed to.
We all wanted to go to push forward, but we couldn't because there's something missing there as well.
At the moment, you buy a watch, and if it's a good quality watch, you keep it for the rest of your life, and maybe you hand it down to your children. That will be obsolete in probably 1.5 years.
90% of our stuff gets into rubbish streams within 6 months.
So there's no consideration for the environment, which at the size of a company like Apple and the volumes that they shift, it would be nice to see them being slightly more concerned about things like that. Apple executing products to such a high standard has helped certainly me and my company, because all the other brands want to catch up and make better products, and for us that's a really good thing.
What GF Smith have done is celebrate paper just by using it.
It's faultless as a piece of design.
They're showcasing it in a way that is really beautiful.
It's an incredible project, and there are so many elements to it.
One piece of work that absolutely stood out above all of the others was a piece of work for Film 4.
I think it was fabulous to see a medium of television being used in such a sublime and poetic way.
it did something just incredibly fresh and new. You were allowed to spot details in your own time.
Please. I've got my boy in the back.
The traffic accident that's about ready to happen. The discipline it took to write that piece. How do you tell a story of pre-regret without giving away too much of the story?
I'm going too fast. I'm sorry.
The way it unfolds, every word seems to be chosen so carefully and so meticulously.
It's an incredible challenge to be able to create a piece of work worthy of a black pencil.
Ideally, not realistically, but ideally, that all the work that we do for our clients can contribute to humanity.
Show me what it looks like to run like a girl.
As a message to the industry, you can be inspiring, you can be engaging, you can be emotional, and you can change the world. I don't know how you get much higher than that.
My name is Dakota, and I'm 10 years old.
Show me what it looks like to run like a girl.
For some reason, the women in the room felt like, yeah, I don't buy it. The man was like, oh, this is awesome, and the woman was like,
yeah, and that woman at the end absolutely makes my teeth itch.
If somebody else says that running like a girl, or kicking like a girl, or shooting like a girl is something that you shouldn't be doing, that's their problem. Because if you're still scoring, and you're still getting to the ball on time, and you're still being first, you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what they say.
There is something very true at the heart of it, and I think it is very powerful.
What does it mean to you when I say run like a girl?
It means run fast as you can.
Whatever it takes to get brave work through is what this organisation needs to be about.
Fruits and vegetables are facing an absurd situation. We throw 520 million tons of it away each year. So we launch Les Fruits et Légumes Moche, the inglorious fruits and vegetables.
When you call them the inglorious foods or whatever, all of a sudden, I don't just understand the necessity, I love it.
Starring the grotesque apple, the ridiculous potato.
I love the fact that it's challenging this glossy, crap world that advertising has created, where everything has to look perfect. I think the fact they've done it at scale, the fact they've done it so, humorously, beautiful graphics.
And the vegetables go from, yes, a good idea, to a heroic thing you can cheer for and love.
The most involuntary charity walk in Germany. For every meter the neo-Nazis marched, 10 euros were donated by citizens and small businesses to Exit Germany.
That idea, it's groundbreaking and it's so clever. It's saying, can you use the very energy of the thing against you, for you?
So they were left with only two choices: to go home or to go donate. For the first time in history, right-wing radicals took to the streets to protest against themselves.
The idea was fucking amazing. The relevance, superbly relevant, but the execution is where it let down.
The world is just getting so saturated with visual noise that it really does take something quite special to cut through that.
Honey Made. Everyday wholesome snacks for every wholesome family.
To me, that's what we would be celebrating. That's what the message we'd be giving out to agencies and marketing directors, which is like, stop thinking this, mixed races, same-sex marriage. Stop thinking that those are eccentric or exotic.
This campaign was the first time an American brand had so clearly stood up for all families. This is wholesome.
Initiatives like this are so important.
As much as I want to send a creative signal that prejudice is horrible, it would be over rewarding the actual work. Yeah. It's just in my opinion.
The one that really stood out for me particularly was the Greenpeace campaign about the partnership between Lego and Shell and the film they did, which is called Everything's Not Awesome.
Everything is awesome.
This Arctic landscape, all made out of Lego, consumed by this black thick oil.
It's
a multi-million-dollar arrangement between two brands. It was so timely. Lego did actually withdraw from Shell. It has disbanded. The relationship is over. It will never happen again as a result of this video.
When you're living on a dream.
For me to see NGOs, design studios, but also corporations who are thinking about the future of their customers, they're thinking about the kind of future of their business, whether it's about where they get their raw materials from, or whether it's about how they can change the perception of the people that buy their product.
If these awards have value, I think it's in that. It's like, why would you not want to make the world better?
It's D&AD that encourages creatives to find new ways of doing things.
What's really exciting is the fact that we live and work in a time when there is so much change happening all around us that the best is yet to come.
Wow.